Now, what is the use? One may ask, Mother, now we have got realization, we have a nice life, we are enjoying ourselves, we are doing so well. The deeper you go, the deeper you touch the essences of all the things, like all the elements. We have to be deep people. We have to go much deeper within ourselves to touch our essences. That is, you know very well that all our chakras are made out of these essences. And when we go deep into ourselves, what we find that we can touch the elements very well. While doing so, actually we move horizontally. When we start moving horizontally, at the core of it, we find that there are these essences placed. And these essences then start exciting the essences across. Like in the radio, you have seen there's ether. Now, when you speak on one side of the radio, it gets completely manifested in the essence of the ether, and then everybody can hear it. Now, when you people just give a bandhan, sometimes you find that you have communicated with another person. But that's only the essence of the ether, or we can say the subtler of the subtlest. People have only gone onto the subtler side, we can say, by science, but you go to the subtlest side, and that subtlest side gives you all these effects. Now you have seen also that in some of the photographs, suddenly you find light coming out of my head, or there's somebody shown us with a light, somebody's from the head, the light is coming. You have seen all this. This is done also by the same method, but here all the essences are working out for you, as well as all the deities are working out for you. They are very anxious that these things should be done, and you are the channels for them to work it out. Anything, you just put your attention to it and meditate. If you are that deep, that means if your caliber has improved to that extent, you will immediately put an effect on that. Immediately you will see there will be a change. There will be something happening in that direction. This is your power, which you have to actually develop. So we have to meditate, and by meditation we develop that strength within us. So automatically we start solving the problem. Like our antennae grow up to that point. The way we are strong inside, they grow outside to help so many things which are to be helped. Now you see that people are realizing that the world is in a great mess, and there are lots of problems that have come through materialism, through wrong thinking, through emotional thinking, through stupidity, we can say. We have no time for all this. What we have to do is to develop ourselves deeper and deeper and deeper, so that on horizontal plane also we are effective. Sahaja Yoga, first of all, is for personal improvement, is for the inner improvement as far as the personal side is concerned. Means your intelligence must improve, your temperament must improve, your heart must clear out, your feelings must be all right, then you should, your health should be all right, then your relationship with others should be all right, your ego should go away, your superego should go away. All these things are there. But this only helps a personality, just a personality that is very limited, that is yourself. But now this personality can become an instrument if you can develop that depth within yourself. That depth is possible, and you can really cure many problems of your country if you could just meditate on that. But first of all, the meditative process should be increased. We all must meditate. That is very important. Meditate sincerely, not just because we have to meditate, but because we have to be deep We have to grow within to express our great powers of divine love, to correct so many things, which you can do very easily. I know you all can do it. There's no need to have big degrees for that, big education for that. Nothing is needed. What is needed is a deep feeling of love for the whole universe. And that changes. All destructive forces change their course, and it is then for the constructive force. But on the whole, that works out much faster if you all do that meditation with sincerity, with intensity, with understanding. Alright? Now, sometimes you have a problem, say, on your Vishuddhi. Now you can pull this finger. Just to pull the finger nicely, and you'll be surprised the vibrations coming out of left Vishuddhi. Anyone, you have any problem, you can pull them. And that is how all the chakras are placed in the body. This is Vishuddhi at the ankle point. So the main thing to remember are the Vishuddhis, because Vishuddhi, Nabhi and Swadhisthana. These three are important because they go off immediately as soon as, supposing there's a Nabhi patient sitting with you, you'll immediately have a problem on your Nabhi. But these sometimes manifest, not all the time. So they can be confusing. But Swadhisthana especially, like when I got down in Canberra, I just couldn't walk. Both the Swadhisthhanas went like that, you see. I didn't know how to move. It was terrible because both the Swadhisthhanas were caught up for a while, but they were. So it is indicative of those things.
Shri Mataji, could you please tell us more about Hamsa Chakra?
Hamsa Chakra. Hamsa Chakra is placed here where some of the nerves which are coming from Ida and Pingala cross over, and is a part of Vishuddhi Chakra. Plus the connection with Vishuddhi and Agni. So the connection between the two is maintained here. And this is very important, Hamsa Chakra is, that if your Hamsa Chakra is not alright, your discretion is very poor. This chakra get easily dried out. Like if you eat very dried food, you see, say, sometimes you also offer me some dry fruit, and I have to tell you that not to give too dry fruit. You must eat it with some sauce or some liquid thing, because if you eat very dry food, also this becomes very dry. And it's very important, because if this portion becomes dry, you can put some oil or ghee into it to make it alright. But from here starts the drying of the peritoneum, is the lining. If the peritoneum gets dried up, the whole body gets dried up. Could be anywhere in the lung if it is dried up. It can cause you lung cancer. Even peritoneum can be in a cancer state. So one has to be very careful not to take something very dry, all the time dry food and dry things, because first of all it loses your discretion. You don't understand things. You don't know what to do. You mean it. You mean good, but you don't do. When you achieve something, it's something not so good. The reason is your discretion is poor. For that, this must not be made dry. I have told many a times to put some ghee every day. Get a little bottle of ghee. Keep it with you with a little dropper. You can put it in the hot water, can heat it up every day and take 2 drops in the nose in the night and in the morning time. It doesn't take much. It should be done. It's for your good. That's the only ritual I think we follow, do we? Have any other ritual?